Maybe this person didn't understand or just had no idea, but I got a comment that I would like to share, and I am actually going to be kind of taking the advice. Well, not really. This is something that I've been thinking about for a long time, anyways. But on my previous video, I got a comment where someone said, "Take yo let me start that again. Take yo own advice, dog." I don't talk like that. It's hard for me to say those words. It's just so foreign to me. Anyways, so this person is talking about the previous video where I was just saying a few cases where videos will blow up, not explode, but where videos can blow up on a channel. And so this person is pretty much telling me to take my own advice. Well, considering that this channel is not the one where I've got the hundreds of thousands of views on videos, well, this is just my talking channel, and I don't expect anything to blow up, although I do have a 35,000 view video now. That's one that I posted at the beginning of May. I think that's the one. I'd have to check that. But again, this is relating to that video, and I have some things that I just want to think about regarding my main channel and how I move forward, especially this summer, since things are a little bit different because we have had such a small update, and usually when we get a big update, there's a lot of tutorials, and those videos blow up, and the few that I did have gotten several thousand views. Now they're likely to get far more over the coming weeks, but it's such a small number, and the fact that it's such a small update that a lot of people are not being brought back to the game, and that's an issue that I think Mojang has got to deal with. But Mojang right now, at least the Sweden branch, is on vacation for July. So we're not getting any snapshots, and we're not going to be seeing what's coming for the next... Well, I shouldn't say that. We are seeing what's coming for the next update through Bedrock, because they're still working. So we're going to be seeing some stuff. And these are looking pretty interesting, especially the fact that we're getting the Copper Golem, and the way it sorts... sorts inventory is going to be really interesting. Wow, I can't talk tonight. But anyways, going back to that video, really, Weecher. Wow, I can't type either. So, take my own advice, huh? Point number 3, controversial topics. I don't touch those. I'm not doing that in my main channel. Number 4, the crazy or absurd builds. Maybe highly unusual. Like I'll just say that my next video is going to be about building something, well, making an iron farm using ghasts. Or happy ghasts in particular. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. That's different, but it's a new part of the game, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to take advantage of it. But I wouldn't say it's crazy or absurd. And just talking videos. No, that's what this channel's for. Sometimes the videos get lots of views. Sometimes they don't. Depends on what the topic is. Sometimes it's not a topic that would generate much. I mean, that's perfectly normal. But it's the first 2 points that I made. Now, tutorials. Since that is a thing that I do all the time anyways, there is one thing here. Over the last year, I have not been making many tutorials. This has been a departure from what I'd been doing before, where I was doing one tutorial a week, except during updates, in which I do several within a couple weeks. And because of the fact that I haven't been doing as many as usual, I feel that sometimes I'm just not getting the views that I would expect normally. But again, that is mainly because I've done fewer tutorials, and over time they usually tend to blow up, right? Well, that dog was crying. Okay, so since I've been doing fewer, I think that may be catching up with me right now. And so to remedy this, I am planning on doing 2 tutorials a week from now on. That's going to be an interesting task because, well, it depends on how much time I've got and motivation. Motivation's a big thing. Sometimes I'm not in the mood to do a tutorial. Actually, I was going to do one tonight, and I just thought, not really. I'll do one tomorrow night. So I'm not working on schedules with this anymore. I really am not going to do that. I'm just going to do them whenever I feel like it. And I am at a dead end. That never happens. Oh, okay. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to grab a boat, and let's just go around on the boat, huh? That sounds like fun. And so, speaking of doing things differently, I never go around on a boat in this world. But that's the tutorials. And I am going to be mixing it up a bit. I'm going to continue doing some more complex stuff. I'm going to do more tutorials related to building as well. And I did a kind of one on this channel, and it did very well. So, there's that. The other one is impressive builds for Let's Plays. And with Season 2 of Labyrinthum, that is something I want to get into. I want to start doing some more impressive things. And some of these involve building on the tops of cliffs. And that can be quite the task, right? There's a difficulty level there, but I am going to be using ghasts, or happy ghasts. I really need to say happy in there. I'm going to be using happy ghasts a lot for this, and I think that is really important. But what kinds of big things should I do? That's the question. And for that, let's go all the way back here. I'm going to just teleport myself back to here. So here we are. And take a look around here. Now, there are a lot of larger things I want to build. So coming over here. So up here we've got the City Hall. Now this isn't very impressive size, so I may expand it. I'm not 100% sure. But since this is a smaller city and it's really compact, yeah, I might just try to make it look really nice. That's one thing. It's going to be a couple floors tall, of course. And other things, other impressive things. I think a lot of it has to do with the view here. But main buildings around here are going to be larger. But I think this season where I'm going big is with the industrial buildings, the industrial builds way over here. And I think I'm going to put the iron farm right around here. Now the iron farm is going to be something, it's interesting. It's not going to be like something out in the open, looking clunky and awkward. It's going to blend in with everything. So the building that's going to surround it is going to be the main feature, at least visually. But inside we're going to have the iron farm, which I'm going to make fairly compact because I don't need a ton of iron really quickly. So I'm fine with it producing at a lower rate. Because of the space in this area, I do want to make sure that I'm able to fit things in here. But being compact, I'm also going to have to figure out exactly where the spawnable area is for iron golems. And I need to center it perfectly. And make sure that there are no spawnable areas inside the building or on top, other than where they're supposed to spawn. So it's going to be an interesting challenge to do that. But it's also going to be my first trading hall. I'll be using the 3 villager types or villager jobs where they trade iron. That's also going to be an XP farm. So that is going to solve a lot of issues for me. I'm going to get my iron. I'm going to get some equipment. Yeah, some really good diamond equipment eventually. And a source of emeralds and XP. So there we go. That's one thing. And bridges. I have a fairly large bridge going across here. I love doing bridges. It's one of my favorite things. But having to deal with terrain like this is a challenge. A lot of the things I need to do this season are challenges. But I think one of my favorite ideas is over here. Inside this mountain, it's hollow. It's a very hollow mountain. I have a plan to use this entrance here. And this has already been mentioned in episode 1 of Labyrinthum, that there is a university over here. It's got this nice big space that I'm going to put in a whole bunch of university buildings. So I have a whole campus here. And there'll be a temple up on that mountain over there. But going back here, and this area is going to be a department of the university dedicated to researching hostile mobs. And we'll be coming in here. It's kind of dark. Got so much space in here. I feel like I'm going to have to build some kind of viewing platform so that the researchers can remain safe while at the same time looking at everything down there. They want to play it safe, but this is a huge area. It's absolutely massive. And there is another entrance here on this side. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do over here, but I believe it is still part of this country. Yeah, it definitely is. So yeah, that is going to be a major project for me to do. I just feel it's going to be a very interesting one. We got goats up here? Yes, we do. But other major projects. Now, once the walls. Oh, this is going to take forever to do. The walls are absolutely massive. I don't plan on doing specific video on the walls because the amount of materials I need for it is ridiculous. And it's going to be something I do in live streams. So it's going to be very repetitive, I should say, as well. But we have a whole road system that we have to develop, and that could be a video where I connect this to the village over there, which doesn't exist in this world, as well as roads that go off in this direction. Now, if you look at the full map here, I'm going to have a road going up to here. We've already got a road going here, but I need to extend it out this way, going to this kingdom over here. We're going to have a road coming, well, that's the city here. We're going to have a road coming out here, which will cross this beach into this country here. But we also need to have some kind of roads going down through here. Eventually. Not quite yet. From this village here, we'll have roads going down this way. So through this village, going down to there, connecting that. So we'll have a bit of a loop here. And, of course, this village will be connected. And they will go down this way. I'm not sure if I'm going to do something this way or if it'll be down this way. And this city is going to be massive. My biggest project is most likely going to be the palace up here. That's going to be interesting. And I have no idea, but I just keep imagining Mont Saint-Michel in France for this. But there'll be roads, other roads, lots of farming in this area. This is an interesting island. I'm wondering what I should do with this. Very curious. But there are a lot of other features. Like the border of this country is this river. And I've already drawn a picture showing the border. I think the border goes through here as well and connects down to here. And down to here, so. Future city here. This is an amazing valley. This would be the city center. Let's take a look. I absolutely love this area. So you can have the city center on an island, and you can have bridges going out that way, and it is surrounded by mountains. This is a massive valley. Absolutely beautiful. We already have a village over here, which I can incorporate into the city, which will be absolutely wonderful. I could use that as like an old town. But yeah, see? And this is crazy, but look at the caves. Just honeycombed in this area. There's a big cave over here. And yeah, it's right there. Yeah, nice big opening. Just curious what's in here. It's a little dark again. This has potential. It definitely has potential. But yeah, there are just so many things that I can do, and I just don't know where to start sometimes. But I know exactly what I'm doing. So I've already talked about this before, but next episode, I am building right over here. Iron Farm. Episode 3. Moving on to a clay factory. A clay factory and a brick and terracotta factory. So I may do both at once because they are connected. And I want them to have a way to transfer materials over. And crafters, yes. And of course, we've got to have a fuel source. We've got the lava generator here. And yeah, super smelter eventually. It's next to the lava generator, so it's easy to connect them. But yeah, they're just so much to do. So that troll, thank you very much for the comment. I know you're just being a troll, but it did bring up something that I wanted to talk about anyways. But yeah, that is about it. So let me know what you think. Are there any big things you would like me to build? You know what? I need to build some kind of platform for happy guests. And I'm thinking military is going to have access to it, mainly, from the beginning. they're the ones that have access to the nether, and they come from the nether. And happy gas patrols. Imagine that, patrols riding on this happy ghost balloon thing. Yeah. Alright, let me know in the comments what you think. If you like videos like this and would like to see some more, then please consider subscribing to this channel as well as my main one. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.